So we're going to again discuss density of states. And today we will try to find the density of state for the different types of particles like electrons, photons, phonons, magnons. So again, I can remind you that we have to always remember this formula of GK dk. So in one dimension, this is equal to what? Can you remind me?
L by pi dk.
L upon pi into dk. And in two dimension,
L by 2
L
pi.
upon
L by 2 pi whole square.
2 pi k dk.
exactly 2 pi k into dk.
dk.
And in three dimension,
L by 2 pi का cube 4 pi k square dk.
so you need to remember these three formula, and we will see that with the help of these three formulas, actually we can solve almost all possible problems of density of states. So yesterday we discussed the density of state of free electrons in one dimension, right? And I told you to solve the density of state in 2D and 3D. ये हो गया था सॉल्व या बाकी है करना?
सर किए थे सॉल्व सर.
सर एक्सप्रेशन बता दीजिए. किया तो है.
ओके, एक्सप्रेशन तो याद नहीं रहता मेरे को, मैं सॉल्व कर देता हूँ, उससे अच्छा रहेगा मेरे लिए. So for free, relativistic, non-relativistic electrons, the first thing you need to remember is the dispersion relation, all right? So the dispersion relation is E equal to h cut k square by 2m, right? And from this expression, then you can see that you can also calculate the k value. So k will become 2m h cut square e power half. And you also need this dk in almost all the calculations. Upon 2. So now, so the question is that find the density of state of above free electrons in two dimension. So for two dimension, then you're going to use this expression, 2D expression. So you can see that you can put these values in that equations. So the left hand side then becomes function of energy. On the right hand side, then you have L upon 2 pi. Then 2 pi and k is nothing but 2m upon h bar square e power half. And then you do dk also. So dk is 2m h cut square e power minus half upon 2 into dE. And we also have to multiply with the 2 factor here, am I right? So this 2 factor is because of the spin degeneracy in the case of electron. So these 2 and these 2 you can cancel out, and this can be simply written as, now you may try to open this equation, so this will become L squared, and here you have a 2 pi whole square and 2 pi, so this simply become 2 pi and then 2m h bar square. So root term from here and root term from here, that going to make the term without root, and this e power half and e power minus half going to cancel each other, and then you will simply left with the d. So this implies that the density of state rho e, which is nothing but the number of states in the energy range E to E plus dE divided by dE. So this becomes L square upon 2 pi and 2m upon h cut square. I hope you all getting the same answer.
Sir.
Yes.
And when
Yes,
you
sir.
plot, this rho E versus energy, so you can see that now this is constant, is temperature independent. So this is how it's going to be then. तो ये था हमारा second question. Now come to the third question. Find the density of state of electrons in 3D. So 3D में क्या करोगे? So now you see, we can put these terms here in 3-dimension case. तो आपके पास जो GED है, it becomes what? L upon 2 pi whole cube and 4 pi. Now k square जो बन जाएगा, it simply becomes 2m upon h bar square and E, and then dk means 2m upon h bar square and e power minus half divided by 2 into d. और यहाँ पर भी हम 2 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे. So this factor is the spin degeneracy factor. So again, these two and these two you can cancel, and this becomes, now you can open this equation. So this becomes L cube, और यहाँ पर क्या बन जाएगा? 8 pi cube and 4 pi. So this simply becomes 2 pi square. And here you have a 2m h cut square and root uska. So this is going to become power of 3 by 2. And E minus half and E, that become E plus half into dE. And as a result now, the rho E, which I can say as the number of states divided by energy range, it becomes simply L cube upon 2 pi square 2m h bar square 3 by 2 e power half. I hope again you getting the same answer in this case also.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And when you plot, energy versus E, so it is going to be parabolic, but of this nature. तो ये था आपका कल का होमवर्क जो दिया था मैंने नॉन रिलेटिविस्टिक के लिए डेंसिटी ऑफ स्टेट इन द 1D, 2D and in 3 dimension. Now write down the next question. So the next question is, find the density of state of free but free relativistic electrons in 1D, 2D and in 3D. also plot rho E versus E. Now see again, if you want to calculate the density of state in 1D, 2D, 3D in terms of energy, then you must know energy versus K relation. That is called dispersion relation. But यहाँ पर हम किसकी बात कर रहे हैं? Relativistic electrons. Now the energy of relativistic electron is different from the non-relativistic electrons. So I hope you are aware that for a relativistic particle or relativistic electron, I mean this is true for any particle which is in the relativistic region. So this E is equal to what?
Square C square plus M0 square C to the
Exactly, PC whole square plus M naught C square whole square. This is the expression for the energy in the case of relativistic electron. Now, just to because this quantity here, rest mass, is constant, all right? So in the calculation, I'm going to take a special case where I can ignore the rest mass. I hope you understand now the condition for the relativistic case and the non-relativistic case. Can somebody will tell me what do you mean when I say electron is in the relativistic regime? So remember, when the kinetic energy is less than the rest mass energy, okay, then the particle is non-relativistic. And when the kinetic energy is more than the rest mass energy, then particle become relativistic. And it is obvious when the kinetic energy becomes more than m naught c square. So in that condition, velocity of the particle become very large, and you say that it is almost approaching the velocity of light. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, because this quantity Pc square is not the rest mass, but this is P the momentum, and the momentum is proportional to the kinetic energy.
Yes, sir.
So if I take, let us say, ultra relativistic case or ultra relativistic electron, so definitely in that case the kinetic energy is going to be much more than m naught c square. So I can say the kinetic energy is going to be much more than m naught c square. In that case also, this Pc term, because P is nothing but momentum, and momentum is definitely proportional to the kinetic energy. So this term is also going to be much more than the rest mass. So in this condition, then this E I can simply write like a Pc. You can see now I can ignore the rest mass in comparison to the Pc term, and this P is nothing but h cross k. So this equation become h cross k times C. So you see that you got a very simple expression, a very simple dispersion relation for the relativistic electron. So this is the dispersion relation. So whenever you have been asked to find the density of state of a relativistic electron, then you have to always use this expression, this dispersion relation, E equal to h cross k. Now you can see the, let us say make case number 1. So for one dimension, we're going to solve. So I will use this E equal to h cross kc, and I have to put this value in this equation. तो क्या बन जाएगा वो? the left hand side become function of energy and L upon pi. Now from this equation, you can see this K become what? 1 upon H cross C into E, and the dk simply become dE upon H cross C. तो वैल्यू पुट कर दो तो कितनी आ जाएगा? dE upon H cross C. और यहां पर भी हम 2 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे. सो मे बी यहां पर मैं ये जो 2 फैक्टर है इसको मैं अलग से लिख देता हूं कि 2 से मल्टीप्लाई कर रहे हैं बिकॉज दिस 2 रिप्रेजेंट द स्पिन डिजेनरेसी. इलेक्ट्रॉन है, इलेक्ट्रॉन के पास तो स्पिन तो रहेगी. So this simply become 2L upon pi H cross C time D. And density of state, it simply becomes GeDE upon DE. So this simply becomes 2L upon pi H cross C. That is the independent from the energy, right? So when you plot rho E versus energy, so what you're going to have? A constant. Now similarly, let's quickly solve also for 2 dimension. So in the 2D again, you're going to use this 2D relation L upon 2 pi whole square 2 pi k into dk. तो आप वहां वैल्यू पुट कर दो इसकी, तो ये क्या बन जाएगा? The left hand side become function of energy, and then you have a L upon 2 pi whole square and 2 pi और k की वैल्यू कितनी है? 1 upon H cross C E, and dk की वैल्यू है 1 upon H cross C in DE. और यहां पर भी हम क्या करेंगे? 2 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे बिकॉज दैट इज द degeneracy factor. So overall you're going to have L square, now 2 pi square and 2 pi. So this is going to be 2 pi only, and 2 से 2 cancel होगा, so L square upon pi, and here it is going to be a H cross square and C square into E time dE. And the density of state then it becomes L square upon pi H bar square C square into E only. And when you plot rho E versus E, this is going to vary linearly because that is the proportional to E here. Similarly, you can also solve in the case of 3 dimension. Now for the case 3D, this quantity become L upon 2 pi whole cube, I'm right? Then 4 pi k square, and k की वैल्यू कितनी है? 1 upon H cross. So this become 1 upon H cross C whole square, E square, and then dk, that is the 1 upon H cross C into dE. और अगेन यहाँ पर भी 2 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे to ensure that spin degeneracy is included in the calculation. and this quantity becomes C. This becomes 8 pi cube into 4 pi into 8 pi, so that becomes simply L cube divided by pi square. And here you're going to have a h cross E whole cube, and that become E square times dE, and density of state and when you plot this function, so when you plot rho E versus E, then this is going to be parabola like this way. Is this clear now?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So you can see that this is very simple procedure to calculate the density of state now. अभी हम लोगों ने cover किया है for the non-relativistic electron and also for the relativistic electrons. So can we go for the next question then?
Yes.
Okay, so write down the next question. Find the density of state of photons in 1 dimension, 2 dimension, and in 3 dimension. And also plot rho nu versus nu. Also plot rho nu versus nu. Now see here, you have to find the density of state as a function of frequency. Okay. Means you have to convert this K into frequency form. So you must need a relation relating K and frequency. So this you can do now for the photons. Now see, for the case of photons, you have this relation C equal to nu lambda. And from there, the 1 upon lambda becomes nu by C. If you multiply with 2 pi factor and 2 pi here, then this term becomes K. So you can see that you're going to have a K equal to 2 pi upon C into nu. So this is the dispersion relation of photons. So this dispersion you need to use to find the density of state in 1D, 2D, and 3D. Maybe here I can solve one case and the rest 2 cases you can solve yourself. So I can, for example, I can solve for 3 dimension. And maybe in 2D and in 1D you can do yourself. Now in 3D you can see that you need this relation. And when you put the value of K as a function, in terms of frequency, then the left hand side simply become a function of frequency. And this becomes L upon 2 pi whole cube, and 4 pi k square becomes 2 pi upon c into nu whole square. And dk, I mean you can differentiate, तो क्या बन जाएगा 2 pi upon c into d nu. Now here also I am going to multiply with a 2 factor. And this 2 factor actually represent the two state of polarization. Two state of polarizations. You understand now? Because when you have photons, so for example, photons can be X polarized or they can be even Y polarized, am I right? X polarized का मतलब होता है, जैसे मान लो एक एग्जांपल लेके चलते हैं, रोप वाली, ठीक है? अगर रोप ऑसिलेट करती है, so rope can oscillate maybe let us say this is a direction called X, okay? So in direction this rope can oscillate, but this rope can also oscillate vertically up and down, am I right? With the same frequency. तो उस केस में क्या बोलेंगे? Oscillation is along the y direction. So if the electric field of the photon is in this direction, x direction, then I can call that as the x polarized. Electric field agar y direction mein hai, then I will call it the y polarized. So with the same frequency, the photons can be either x polarized or can be y polarized. तो एक पर्टिकुलर फ्रीक्वेंसी के पर ही दो स्टेट्स हो सकती हैं, यानी कि एक एनर्जी में दो स्टेट हो सकती हैं, एक एक्स पोलराइज के चलते, दूसरा वाई पोलराइज के चलते. The way we discuss in the case of electrons, that electron while staying in a single energy level, it has two states now, one correspond to spin up, other correspond to spin down. तो जैसे आपने समझा है इलेक्ट्रॉन केस में, ऐसे ही यहाँ पर 2 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे टू इंक्लूड द टू स्टेट्स ऑफ पोलराइजेशंस. And rest is simple. You can solve this equation. तो क्या बन जाएगा यहाँ पर? This 2 and 4 pi, actually 8 pi, am I right? So 8 pi L cube into nu square into d nu. ये आप लोगों ने पढ़ा होगा रिलेशन. Sometimes ना this L cube is called volume. So this becomes simply 8 pi V upon C cube nu square and d nu. So rho nu then simply become G nu d nu upon d nu. So this becomes simply 8 pi volume upon C cube into nu square. So this is density of state in the case of photons. So when you plot rho nu versus nu, it is again going to be a parabolic. So remaining 2 parts you can take as a homework, no? So दो पार्ट कौन से हैं? Find the density of photons in 1 dimension and the 2 dimension. वो अपने आप कर लेना आप. Similarly, for example, next question आप लिखो. Find the density of state of phonons
सर ये जो हमने फोटोन के लिए रिलेशन लिखा है E is equals to h mu वाला,
yes.
तो सर हम जो K का हमने डिस्पर्जन रिलेशन निकाला है, वहाँ पे हम म्यू की जगह E by h निकाल के डायरेक्ट E की टर्म्स में करें तो वो भी एक्सप्रेशन यूज कर सकते हैं?
बिल्कुल कर सकते हैं, बट मैं बताना जैसे आप बुक्स वगैरह में जाओगे, क्योंकि पार्टिकल फोटोन जो होता है वो डिफाइन ही फ्रीक्वेंसी के फॉर्म में होता है मैक्सिमम टाइम. एनर्जी के फॉर्म में बहुत रेयरली कहीं कहीं हम डिफाइन करते हैं फोटॉन्स को। तो मोस्ट एक्सटेंसिवली यूज जो फार्मूला होता है वो फ्रीक्वेंसी टर्म होती है, ना कि एनर्जी टर्म। बट ऑफ कोर्स यू कैन कन्वर्ट इजीली दिस E इक्वल टू h न्यू, आप यहीं पुट कर लो इस एक्सप्रेशन में।
Yes, sir.
तो यहाँ से न्यू विल बिकम E स्क्वायर E अपॉन h, तो न्यू की वैल्यू पुट कर लो एंड देन d न्यू पुट कर लो, देन यू विल गेट द GE DE।
Just like
Yes,
in
sir.
black body right equations.
एग्जैक्टली।
Okay, sir. Thank you.
अगर जरूरत है आपको निकालने का तो निकाल सकते हो यहाँ से। I mean, so this will be simply E nu is equal to E upon h, and this implies d nu will be dE upon h. So, ये term nu and this term d nu, this is what you need to put here. But remember, whenever you're going to convert the density of state from frequency to energy, am I right? Always use this expression. Never try to put in this equation, क्योंकि इस equation के अंदर there is no d nu, am I right?
Yes, sir. क्योंकि D nu में भी H की terms आएंगी ना,
एग्जैक्टली
इस वजह
क्योंकि
से।
ड्यू न्यू में भी आपके पास एच की टर्म आएगी, तो वो आप टर्म
Yes,
मिस कर जाओगे अगर आप यहाँ पुट करोगे। तो ऑलवेज कन्वर्ट दिस इक्वेशन इनटू एनर्जी, और वहां से यू कैन कन्वर्ट इनटू द नॉट डेंसिटी ऑफ स्टेट।
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
वेल, आई वाज टेलिंग यू फाइंड द डेंसिटी ऑफ स्टेट ऑफ फोनॉन्स फॉर नॉन डिस्पर्सिव मीडियम, for non-dispersive, let us say solid, in 1D, 2D, and 3D. Also plot rho omega versus omega. Now see here, in the case of phonons, I am asking you to plot density of state as a function of frequency, but which frequency? Angular frequency omega versus omega. Because the phonons जो होते हैं, they are defined by their angular frequency. आप समझो केस, electron defined by their kinetic energy, photons defined by their frequency, phonons defined by their angular frequency. But it's always convertible. You can convert this frequency to energy also. So here I can tell you dispersion relation. See, for non-dispersive, solid, always remember this K is always equal to omega by C. Actually, this is not a new equation. ये already हमने equation ऊपर लिखा हुआ है. अब देखो, try to look at this equation. So K equal to 2 pi C upon nu. Now 2 pi time nu become what? Angular frequency.
Yes.
So for the case of phonons, we always express the particle in angular frequency form. और चाहो तो आप कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं यहाँ पर भी, जैसे हम लोग फोटॉन्स के लिखते हैं E इक्वल टू एच न्यू, तो यहाँ पर क्या लिखेंगे? E इज इक्वल टू एच क्रॉस ओमेगा. But this is the dispersion relation. I'm sorry, here instead of C, just आप change कर लेना. Instead of C, I use a symbol Vs. Because in the case of photons, photons are traveling with the speed c, am I right? Velocity of light.
Yes.
But phonons, they have a less velocity than the velocity of light.
Yes, sir.
So this Vs here is called velocity of phonons. Now in solid, the same thing is also called velocity of sound. So this Vs you can define like a velocity of phonons or velocity of sound also. और अगर मैं थोड़ा सा और इसको सिंप्लीफाई करूं, so this Vs is nothing but the velocity of elastic wave in solid. तो सॉलिड के अंदर जो इलास्टिक वेव प्रोड्यूस हो रही है वो किस स्पीड से मूव करती है, दैट स्पीड इज कॉल्ड Vs. द सेम स्पीड इज कॉल्ड वेलोसिटी ऑफ साउंड, द सेम स्पीड इज कॉल्ड वेलोसिटी ऑफ phonons. I hope you can relate now these terms.
Yes, sir.
Because the elastic wave, I told you yesterday also, the function of wave is only to transfer energy from one place to the another place. तो जिस स्पीड से वेव ट्रेवल करती है उसी स्पीड से एनर्जी भी ट्रेवल करती है. और एनर्जी क्या है? नथिंग बट मेड ऑफ क्वांटम ऑफ पार्टिकल. So in the elastic wave, this quantum particle is called phonons. तो जिस स्पीड से वेव ट्रेवल करेगी उसी स्पीड से एनर्जी ट्रेवल करेगी, यानी उसी स्पीड से phonons भी ट्रेवल करेंगे. And in the case of solid, this elastic wave is also called sound. No, so we also say velocity of sound. Now see, when the relation is so simple, तो जो हम लोगों ने यूज किया है फॉर द केस ऑफ photons, the same thing you can use also for the case of phonons. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So for example, here I can show you in the case of 2D, or maybe again I can solve in 3D case. So 3D में this function now that become function of angular frequency, and this become L upon 2 pi whole cube, then 4 pi, k square means omega upon Bs whole square, and dk means d omega upon Bs. Now, the one point you need to understand, here in the case of phonons, in 3 dimension, I'm going to multiply with 3. And here you can mention that this 3 here, these 3 represent 3 states of polarization. So in the case of phonons, you can have one longitudinal plus 2 transverse. ये हम बाद में डिस्कस करेंगे इसके बारे में. अभी जस्ट आप लिख लो कि जो phonons होते हैं, they have 3 states of polarization. So one longitudinal and 2 transverse. So you can find the rho omega simply, that is g omega d omega upon d omega. So this become 3 4 divided by 2. So this becomes 3 L cube. Am I right? And 8 divided by 4 into 4 times 2 times pi square into Vs cube into omega square. So this is the quantity representing the density of state of phonons in 3 dimension. And when you plot again, rho omega versus omega, it is again going to be, ये बिल्कुल सेम होगा, very much similar like the case of photons. And यहाँ पे भी अगर आप कन्वर्ट करना है एनर्जी के फॉर्म में, तो you can use this expression E equal to h cross omega. So you can put that in this equation and you can solve. So any question यहाँ तक?
Sir, in 2D case, we multiply by 2 factor.
Exactly. Just remember here, in 1D हम हमेशा 1 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे. In 2 dimension 2 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे. And in 3 dimension आप 3 से मल्टीप्लाई करोगे. Reason is very obvious, because in 3 dimension you can have 1 longitudinal and 2 transverse, right? But in 2 dimension you can have 1 longitudinal and 1 transverse. But in 1 dimension you can only have a longitudinal, you can't have transverse.
सिर्फ फोनॉन के केस में ये ध्यान रखना है.
हाँ, only for the case of phonons. In the case of photons it is always 2.
ओके सर.
So rest you can do as a homework. So जो बाकी दो पार्ट हैं, find the density of state in 1D and 2D and also plot. That I hope you can do easily. So एक और क्वेश्चन लिखो. Find the density of state of magnons for non-dispersive region in 1D, 2D and 3D, and also plot rho omega versus omega. Now I already told you about the meaning of magnons, am I right? So magnons are the quanta of the spin waves. So here I can tell you the dispersion relation. So dispersion relation of magnons in non-dispersive medium is equal to omega some constant time k square. So again here also I think I can solve for 3D and rest 1D or 2D के लिए आप solve कर लेना. So for 3D, now you have to put this term in this equation. So you're going to have then on the left hand side as a function of angular frequency and L upon 2 pi whole cube 4 pi. Now from this equation, the k square is what? Omega upon A. So this become omega upon A, and the k is this much, and dk become what? Then 1 upon root A and 1 upon 2 times omega minus half into d omega.
तो वहां पर सर E क्या है सर?
A is some constant, no? आप अभी इग्नोर कर दो, is some constant term. So now dk की वैल्यू पुट करोगे तो क्या बन जाएगा? 1 upon root A and omega minus half upon 2 times d omega. And when you solve this equation little bit, ये बन जाएगा L cube यहाँ पर, and this become 8 pi, so this become 2 pi square, and that means 4 pi square, and then a power 3 by 2 and omega power half into d omega. Okay, and this implies that when you find the rho omega, that is the g omega d omega upon d omega. So this becomes simply L cube upon 4. So this is a term here, rho omega. And when you plot rho omega versus omega, then this is going to be this way. बाकी अपने आप करना, आप ये आपका होमवर्क है. So homework में you can solve for 2D and 1D के लिए.
सर ये जो हम कैलकुलेट कर रहे हैं फॉर नॉन डिस्पर्सिव रीजन के लिए कर रहे हैं, अगर डिस्पर्सिव रीजन के लिए करें तो
डिस्पर्सिव रीजन के लिए मैं कल से बताना शुरू करूंगा आपको, ठीक है, कैसे सॉल्व करते हैं. इसके बाद के टॉपिक जो हैं उसमें हम लोग डील करेंगे कि हाउ टू डील विद द डिस्पर्सिव मीडियम. सो व्हाट यू कैन सी नाउ, हमने 4 तरह के पार्टिकल कवर किए हैं. तो हमारे पास एक तो था फ्री नॉन रिलेटिविस्टिक इलेक्ट्रॉन, दूसरा है फ्री रिलेटिविस्टिक इलेक्ट्रॉन, देन थर्ड हमारे पास है फोटॉन्स, फोर्थ हमने डिस्कस किया है फोनॉन्स, एंड फिफ्थ डिस्कस किया हम लोगों ने मैग्नॉन. Now what you can see that these two now free non-relativistic electron and magnons, they're going to have a same variation of density of state. I'm right? Can you now go back and see the density of state variation in 3 dimension?
यस सर.
3D में सेम ही है और नॉन रिलेटिविस्टिक का भी सेम ही है. बल्कि ये जो बाकी पार्टिकल्स हैं वो चाहे रिलेटिविस्टिक इलेक्ट्रॉन हो, चाहे फोटॉन्स हो, चाहे फोनॉन्स हो, दे आर गोइंग टू हैव द सिमिलर वेरिएशन. सो दिस वे ना यू कैन इवन रिमेंबर ना कि कैसा वेरिएशन होगा रिलेटिविस्टिक के लिए एंड मैग्नेट्स के लिए. दे यू गोइंग टू हैव द सेम, and in particles के लिए you're going to have a different but same for all these 3 particles. कोई डाउट है यहां तक?
नो सर.
Now another, I'm going to generalize this one, and this is very important now. और वो है कि if you have a generalized form, so for let us say you have a dispersion relation, that is the omega time a time k some power s. So let us say you have a generalized relation omega equal to a k power s. Find density of state in D dimension. So इसको आपको solve नहीं करना है. I think you can use these all concept, and from those concepts you can easily find out that this rho omega is going to be proportional to omega d by s minus 1. This is very powerful equation. I'm telling you that in exam this is going to help you a lot. Now for the sake of example, let's say let's take number 1 for magnon, or let us say if s is equal to 2.
So is this equation independent of particle we're taking?
Exactly.
Okay.
You see here, if s equal to 2, if s become 2, then this dispersion become omega is equal to a k square, am I right? और किसके लिए हो गया? For the magnon. So if s 2 है, means this is a case of a magnons. और उसके अंदर अगर आप केस लेते हो d equal to 1, it means 1 dimension. D2 means 2D and D3 means 3D. And you can see now from this equation in one dimension, or maybe I think I can solve first for the 3 dimension क्योंकि वो हमने solve किया है अभी. So you can see that for a 3 dimension क्या बन जाएगा? Look at here. D become 3, S become 2. So 3 by 2 minus 1 becomes
1 by
1 by 2. So you can see this become omega 1 by 2. और हमने प्रूव किया यहाँ पर. अब देखो इस इक्वेशन में हमने 3D केस में प्रूव किया था अभी कुछ देर पहले. That rho omega is proportional to omega की power half. That in now in 2 dimension क्या होगा ये? D become 2, S become 2, so that become
0.
omega power 0. And in 1 dimension it becomes omega minus half.
इसका वैल्यू हम लोग को पता कैसे चलेगा?
ये डिस्पर्शन रिलेशन आप याद रख लो कि रो ओमेगा जो है, सॉरी डेंसिटी ऑफ स्टेट जो है, याद रख लो ओमेगा की पावर d by s minus 1. अगर मान लो आपसे पूछता है कि फाइंड द डिपेंडेंसी ऑफ रो ओमेगा ऑन ओमेगा फॉर द केस ऑफ मैग्नॉन्स इन 2 dimension. So instead of solving all those problems, you can actually calculate from this expression itself. ये तो आपको याद रखना पड़ेगा कि फॉर द केस ऑफ मैग्नॉन्स ओमेगा क्या होता है? a टाइम k की पावर 2. हम राइट, ये तो आपको याद रखना पड़ेगा डिस्पर्शन रिलेशन सभी के लिए अलग अलग कि मान लो अगर मैग्नॉन है तो उसके लिए ओमेगा की वैल्यू क्या होती है? a टाइम k स्क्वायर. ये आपको याद रखना पड़ेगा कि अगर आपके पास फोटॉन्स हैं तो क्या होगा? ओमेगा इक्वल टू VSK. अगर फोटॉन्स हैं तो ये क्या आ जाएगा? ओमेगा इक्वल टू CK. तो इतना तो आपको याद रखना पड़ेगा, अदरवाइज तो आप सॉल्व नहीं कर पाओगे ना कभी. तो यू मस्ट रिमेंबर द डिस्पर्शन रिलेशन. नाउ अब क्वेश्चन यह है कि अगर आपसे पूछता है कि फाइंड द डिपेंडेंसी ऑफ रो ओमेगा फॉर द केस ऑफ लेट अस से फोनॉन्स इन 2D, तो अगर फोनॉन्स के लिए पूछता है तो क्या पुट करोगे एस की वैल्यू?
1 D
एंड D इक्वल टू, तो क्या बन जाएगा? रो ओमेगा प्रोपोर्शनल टू क्या बन जाएगा? S1 D2 मीन्स
ओमेगा.
अगर आपके पास S1 है, D3 है, देन रो ओमेगा बिकम्स ओमेगा पावर. ये तो हमने सॉल्व किया था अभी कुछ देर पहले ही कि इन द केस ऑफ फोनॉन्स इन 3 dimension रो ओमेगा प्रोपोर्शनल टू ओमेगा स्क्वायर. So this formula is actually going to help you in exam if you have been asked to find the dependency of the density of state on the angular frequency for any these particles. And in fact, I can tell you that this is not going to help you only to look at the density of state, but in fact, this simplified form we will prove in the upcoming classes that even you can find this internal energy that is U. For any such dispersion relation, you will see that this internal energy is proportional to T power D by S plus 1. and specific heat that is CV. So CV is going to proportional to T power D by S. You see कितना useful formula है, क्योंकि अगर मान लो आपसे पूछता है कि for the case of phonons, ना, find the specific heat in 2 dimension. तो देखो अगर बात करता है phonons का, तो S की वैल्यू क्या होगी? 1. और अगर बात करता है 3D का लेटेस्ट है, तो D कितना जाएगा? And you see the CV is proportional to क्या बन जाएगा? TQ. Very famous relation now. That heat capacity of phonons is TQ, proportional to TQ. अगर यही अगर आप 2D में solve करोगे, then CV becomes T square. So these things are actually going to help you a lot now in exam hall, because you cannot afford to now solve all these mathematical equations to find the density of state, or to find the internal energy, or find the specific heat.